Well, good evening officially, and on behalf of the QUT Learning Potential Fund, welcome to our Riverfire dinner for 2008. We're just thrilled that you could be here with us this evening. I'm Tracey Spicer. I was honoured enough to be able to MC this event last year, and I'm delighted to again be here this year. In keeping with the spirit of reconciliation, I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land here, the Turrbal people, and the important role Indigenous people continue to play within the QUT community. There are some very special guests I'd also like to welcome. You're all special, of course. Particularly special, though, Scott Shepherd, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, International and Development. Professor Tom Cochrane, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Division of Technology, Information and Learning Support. Senator Sue Boyce, QUT Council members, the Learning Potential Fund Committee, of which I am honoured to be a member. Donors, our philanthropic, generous, wonderful donors, several of whom are here tonight. Bursary and scholarship recipients, welcome and thank you for coming along, and you'll see some of their lovely photos on the tables tonight. And of course our distinguished guests, thank you again. We're also lucky to have the support of our two major sponsors, Merlot Kitchen and Vending Solutions. Thank you again for your generous sponsorship this year. I'm not sure whether you know, as they're donating their time and services, virtually the entire cost of your tickets tonight can go directly towards the Learning Potential Fund, and that's just so important to us. I just want to say a few words about Merlot Kitchen. I don't know whether you've ever been to any of their functions before. The food is superb, as you would have been seen from the canapes. The catering arm of Merlot Kitchen, is dedicated to ensuring your special event is unique and tailored to your own individual requirements. We hope you enjoy the tantalising meal served to you tonight. If you'd like to thank them afterwards, the executive chef is called Mark and the events manager is called Debbie. Merlot Kitchen is quite unique in its ability to provide top quality restaurant meals in pretty much any environment. Believe it or not, this is normally a classroom, so it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Now, Vending Solutions is our other major sponsor, and we're proud to acknowledge the support of them. They're our on-campus vending supplier. They won 2 prestigious Telstra awards last year, and I'm sure you know how difficult they are to win. It's a wonderful achievement. They supply and service vending machines to more than 1,000 businesses in southeast Queensland, including QUT. They've grown from a father and son business in 1992 to now employing more than 40 people and supporting many local communities and businesses. So thank you again, Merlot Kitchen and Vending Solutions. Special thanks to our jazz band Scatmandu. How good are they? A fine example again of QUT alumni. Speaking of QUT alumni, I'm not sure how many of you know my involvement with QUT. I graduated in 1987. I always like to make myself sound 10 years younger, of course. I had a great time. But it's also hard work trying to support yourself when you're studying. I mean, I was one of the lucky ones who was there in that window of opportunity where we didn't have university fees. But still, I did various bizarre part-time jobs to support myself. I promoted chicken nuggets in various pubs wearing a short skirt, which probably made me into the feminist that I am today. I played an organ in front of a music shop in the Queen Street Mall for 3 weeks, 1 school holidays. I can't play a musical instrument to save my life. I think I did Greensleeves about 1,000 times. That was about it. But it paid, paid the bills. I stuck labels to chlorine bottles in a factory in Redcliffe for 3 weeks, 1 school holidays. I taught maths to Indigenous students. I worked in a shoe shop. I did pretty much anything to get through. Like I say, I was lucky. There were no fees. Mum and Dad were very supportive. They gave me $50 a week to cover rent and food. I ate a lot of noodles. But without that support, and had I been studying in a time of fee-paying students, I don't think I would have made it through. That's why, I mean, we've all got different reasons for why we're so passionate about QUT and about education, about the Learning Potential Fund, but that's why personally I'm so passionate about it. It's so, so important. I'm a very lucky woman. Like a lot of us in this room, we're living our dream. I'm living my dream of being a journalist, working in TV, print and radio, but I doubt I would have made it through without some kind of help. And I think it's incumbent upon us to help the next generation and the generation after that, because these young people are the leaders of tomorrow. It's a cliche, but it's true. And it's incumbent upon us to do anything we can to help. Through the Learning Potential Fund, we can help them achieve their goals. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now and go through the order of proceedings. Scott Shepherd and Mary Kelly first up will get up here to explain a little bit more about the nuts and bolts about how the LPF works. Then we'll show you a DVD about the impact, the real impact it's had and continues to have on the lives of disadvantaged students. Then we'll have our main course, which I'm sure will be spectacular. Then at 7 p.m, we'll race out to the balcony to see the fireworks. Can't wait for that. Then we'll have dessert. And after that, the other highlight after the fireworks is our fireside Oprah-style chat, where I'll be interviewing one of our bursary recipients, the lovely Melinda Miller. I spoke to Melinda beforehand and said, would you like me to run through some of the questions, make you feel more comfortable? She said, no, you ask questions for a living. I can talk under wet cement, so we should be pretty right. So that'll be good. And the incredibly, I don't know whether you've met him tonight, philanthropic, warm, lovely, smart, funny Dr. C.K. Chen, who'll be getting up here as well to talk about why he supports the LPF. And his life story is absolutely fascinating. It's one of those classic examples of someone helped him and so he's helping others. It's very serendipitous. A few housekeeping issues. There's no smoking allowed on the balcony. The toilets are just out there and past the lifts to your right. And if you have your mobile phone on, please turn it off or switch it to vibrate. All right, please put your hands together to welcome Deputy Vice-Chancellor Scott Shepherd.